Hi, this is Michael Rasmussen, and I want to welcome you to the free video that reveals the biggest lie that the gurus tell you about internet marketing. First though, let me tell you the truth that very few of the gurus are willing to tell these days. If you've been struggling to make it online and you haven't seen the kind of success you dreamed of when you started, you've learned the best lesson you'll ever learn. That is, online business is a business. It's not a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow somewhere. You don't plant magic beans and wake up rich the next day. Let me tell you, after being in this business for years, there's no such thing as an overnight success. That's what's called a lottery mentality. People think they'll buy a ticket and $100 million will fall in their lap. It might happen, but when's the last time you won? Don't misunderstand me. There is huge income potential online, and I'm living proof of that. My business is very successful today, and I get the benefits of it while I'm still pretty young at 32. But starting your own online business takes effort, and making it successful takes effort too. It doesn't happen by accident, and it rarely happens overnight. Now that you know the unvarnished truth, let me tell you the real reason I made the video you're watching. You see, knowing that the internet is not an online version of the lottery is a necessary first step, but it's not enough. You also have to know the key elements that will lead to success as fast as possible. If you know them and you use them, you'll reach your goals fast, not overnight, but you won't have to sweat and struggle for years either. There are several of those critical elements, but when you boil it down, the single most critical success factor for your online business is getting people to buy what you sell. That could be your own product or somebody else's product that you promote as an affiliate. It really doesn't matter. And the easiest way to get people to buy is to start with the people who have bought already. If they've bought before, they're much more likely to buy from you again. That's why I created the Get More Buyers course that I'll talk about at the end of this video. But before we get there, you need to understand the biggest internet marketing lie almost everybody's been told and believes. Understanding that will show you why the Get More Buyers course is so powerful. So let's get right to it. The biggest internet marketing lie that the gurus have told people is summed up by a phrase I'm pretty sure you've heard before. The money is in the list. But think about it, that statement is obviously false. Suppose you have a list of 250,000 people. Most people would say that's a pretty big list. But suppose nobody on that list ever buys anything. If that's true, then your big list of 250,000 people is dead weight. It doesn't make any difference to your income. That illustrates perfectly that the money is only in the list if we're talking about the right kind of list. Most people who tell you that the money's in the list ignore that fact, and they literally leave thousands of people frustrated. That's the lie, so let's clear things up. The money is not in just any list, it's really in your list of buyers. Buyers count, subscribers don't. It's that simple. A subscriber means nothing to you until he buys something. Before that, he's just sitting there. What the gurus are really talking about when they say that the money is in the list is that the money is in a responsive list. That means a list full of people who buy when you send them an email, which is how the so-called gurus seem to make six figures out of thin air. That's the dream most people have when they get started. They send out an email and watch the money roll in. Well, only if you have a list full of eager buyers. Those are the people who have demonstrated that they're willing to spend money online for the types of products you sell. Without them, you don't really have a business at all. Now, if the gurus know this, and they do, why do they tell the lie in the first place? Why do they skip right past the idea that you don't necessarily need subscribers on your list? You really need to be focusing on cramming your list full of buyers. Because telling the lie, or at least letting people believe it without correcting them, sells literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of list building products. That's a pretty powerful incentive for any guru to let people believe that they should build big lists without concentrating on buyers. Building buyer lists takes a little bit more time and effort. It's still pretty easy to do, as I describe in extreme detail in the Get More Buyers course. But it's not quite as easy as building big lists full of freeloaders. And that's one of the massive mistakes people make when they believe the lie. They try to build a huge list of just about anybody who will sign up. They go for quantity over quality. They waste years building lists, and they somehow never seem to make enough money month after month to quit their day job. Well, take it from somebody who's already been around the block. Quality beats quantity every time. For example, a relatively new internet marketer with a list of 2,500 buyers can absolutely crush a more experienced marketer with a list of 100,000 subscribers. That shouldn't shock you at all. If the new marketer's 2,500 people buy like crazy, he might get 250 sales when he sends out an email. That's a 10% conversion rate. But the experienced marketer might have a junky list, big but not full of buyers. He might get a 1% conversion rate, which would mean only 100 sales for him. And the amazing thing is, once you know how to do it, adding 100 buyers to your list is vastly easier than adding 1,000 subscribers, and those 100 buyers are much more likely to bring you 10 sales than those 1,000 subscribers are. That's how relatively unknown internet marketers are climbing the leaderboards in affiliate contests. They're building up lists of buyers, which always makes more money for them. It also helps them outperform people with lower quality lists, no matter how big they are. The second huge mistake people make when they believe the list building lie is that they email the living daylights out of their list. They might send 2 or 3 emails a week promoting everything that comes along. That's called burning your list, and what you're really burning is money. Here's why. After a while, people on your list will stop paying attention to your emails. They certainly won't buy. Pretty soon, you'll realize that you've pushed the profit potential of your list down to 0. You'll have that big list with no buyers on it. To sum up, people make 2 huge mistakes when they believe the lie. Number 1, they build huge lists that are not full of buyers, and number 2, they burn their lists and cut their profits over time. I created the Get More Buyers course specifically to help people avoid making these 2 mistakes. Now that you know the truth about internet business taking some effort, and about buyers being the key to your success, I want to make it easy for you to get to that success in record time. My Get More Buyers course is in video format, so it's as easy to use as it is to watch the video that you're watching right now. In this course, I'm going to tell you how to build your own marketing funnel to cram your list full of eager buyers. But here's the fantastic part of the course. I'll hand you 10 concrete strategies that you can use to pack your list with buyers who will bring you the success you've been looking for. It isn't quite winning the lottery, but it might feel like it. I can't cover all of the strategies in this brief video you're watching, but let me just say that all of these strategies are simple and fast, and most of them are 100% free. For example, I'll show you the magic price to charge for your introductory product that will have your list busting the seams with buyers you can migrate up to higher priced products. And I'll even give you a couple quick and easy ways to create your own products. It's so easy, you'll be shocked. I'll also show you a way that you can tap into a group of people who buy like mad nearly every time. There's a special way to appeal to them and a great place to find them. I've used all of these strategies in the course myself for a long time, and I can say they still work like gangbusters. Now that you know the truth about list building, Get More Buyers will show you exactly how to build lists of people so eager to buy that they'll gobble up every email you send and take out their wallets without even thinking about it. In a few seconds, I'm going to redirect you to a page where you can learn all about it. Read the entire page to get the full story of how the Get More Buyers course can end your struggling and help you get massive lists full of eager buyers. Understand that I'm offering it at a low introductory price which won't last forever, so you'll want to jump on this right now.